Hey guys, welcome to Build and Chat. It's been a couple weeks because, well, you know, coronavirus and weird schedules and all that kind of crazy crap. But we are going to work on finishing up this little dude. This is a Reaper Bones Ankheg, and we are going to get him finished up. We've been doing a lot of layering work on this. We've got his back pretty much finished. And I'm not exactly thrilled about this carapace or whatever you call this thing here. Anyway, so I may be doing a little work on that. We've got the belly pretty much finished, so I'm primarily going to be working on like the eyes and the face and the legs and then the base here. See if we can get this thing finished up. So let us get on with I think I'll work on the legs right now. So we just need to get our browns out. And we're gonna go have a little bit of weirdness with this, I think. Let's see in this one. All right, so what we got, y'all. I'm gonna start with this leather brown because we've already got some browns kind of on here. So we're going to start with this and lighten it towards this splintered bone. And I'm going to want to put, so this is the Vallejo model color leather brown. This is the Reaper Master Series leather brown, and it's a much lighter brown. So we're gonna move. Well, that didn't work well. Nothing but medium came out of there. Shake this a little harder. It's not shooked up good, y'all. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, we're gonna get this pretty thin because we're gonna do some layering and highlighting on the legs here. So, still too thick. Yeah, that's nice and light. All right. So here go the glasses so I can see what I'm doing. We're just going to layer this up. So I'm just trying to get highlights on the legs. We're going to go back on the claws and make them quite a bit lighter to stand out. So I hope everybody's doing okay with the COVID mess going on. I know this is a really stressful time for a lot of people, not being able to work, not being able to go out and do the things that you like to do outside of your house. But you know what? I think we'll pull through it. Everybody will be just fine. May have to adjust to some new life things, but we'll make it. It's fine, chat. It's fine. So we're doing some really thin layers here just to kind of get some highlighting going. I could do this faster with thicker layers, but I don't know. I'm just trying to practice my layering and getting smoother transitions to things. So, you know, that's a thing. So we've been doing some extra streams for the COVID stuff because everybody's bored, and we got bored, so we thought we'd, you know, provide a little extra entertainment. So we've been playing a lot of Friday the 13th. You know, the regular band of misfits that we hang around with, and having quite a bit of fun with that, actually. Horror hide and seek. It's kind of a fun game. It's too bad they've got that lawsuit going on with it to kind of shut it down, but I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right? Right, chat? Hey, Indy, how you doing? How are things, my friend? Are you holding out okay with this virus? Everybody safe and healthy where you are? Sorry, it may take me a bit to respond because I have to kind of trade between glasses and no glasses to see what I'm painting and then read chat. Old eyes are stupid. What do you want, phone? So, weird browser thing. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Glad you're safe and healthy, man. That's a good thing. Not going to go too much further with the legs because these aren't the important bits. right. You're back. Welcome back. Glad you're back. All right. I'll lighten this up just a little bit more, and we're going to do the claws on there. A little bit. So how's the streaming been going, man? You been able to do much with this weirdo virus? I haven't actually been able to watch much. We've been streaming a lot, and I haven't been able to check out much other stuff lately. Trying to, you know, give people something to do while they're stuck at home. I know my kids are bored to tears. There's no school and no sleepovers, no friends to hang out with. It's driving them a little bit nutty. Central and low population density area. Oh, wow. Impending baby. 2 to 3 times a week. Cool. So, awesome. I didn't realize. Did you tell me you guys had a baby on the way? Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Kids are great. I've got a couple myself. All right. So I'm just going with this splintered bone for the claws here. We're still going to do it kind of thin because I want it to fade a bit towards the tips. This isn't exactly the cleanest of models from a casting perspective, but it's not too bad. Oh, that's right, that's right. 33 weeks. Woo! Getting on there. I mean, you are going to raise them as proper nerds, right? That's important. Get them into, you know, comic books and video games and all the nerd stuff. All the good nerd movies. Man, when my twins were... They were just learning to sit up when Lord of the Rings came out. The first one. On video. When it came out on video. And we had gotten it. And I loved that movie. And I'd play it a lot. And they would sit there in front of the TV. And every time Gollum would come on, both of them would just cackle like crazy. They thought he was the funniest thing they had ever seen. Heh, doomed to be nerds and odd. Well, good. It's the best way to be. So we're gonna get some better tips on these mandibles here. I think I want to do a little bit more with these teeth here too. They're not quite bright enough. Teeth or I don't know what these, they're not teeth, but whatever they are, you know what I mean, chat. Bring him a little more contrast to the front of his face here. So yeah, down here in Florida, we've been pretty shut down for a while. Ah, that's a little better. Little more better. Let's get him just some top highlights here. Okay. So let's get some life in the eyes there. A little bit. Little bit. Subnautica. Yeah, that's got some freaky stuff in the deeps. That's a good game though. Been a little while since I played it, but it's fun. I actually didn't play it on PC. I had it on my Xbox. It's a little hard to control on an Xbox, but so I'm liking this better. Alright, let's get our grays going here with the eyes. See if we can shape these eyes up a little bit. Where's my... No, not that one. That one. Alright, so I've got Vallejo model color Sky Gray. First time player and on hardcore. Good luck. Think you might be a little bit cray-cray, but you do you, dude. All right, so we're not going to water this down too much, because this is going to be a little more of a glassy surface. So it should have a little harder lines, I think. We'll see how it do. I sure wish I could see this and the chat at the same time. That would make my life a lot easier. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to that splintered bone just to put a little dot highlight in this thing. And that should be good enough. It's called Dead Eyes. All right. So I think she's looking decent. Yeah, these aren't bifocals. I got to get some progressives because my eyes have just gotten... When I got those a couple years ago, I was just about at the point of needing progressives, but now it's, yeah, two years on from that, and can't see squat. All right, so this base, I think I'm just gonna go all grays and with bluish tints and stuff. So we're going to start with this sky gray and start just picking out some of the stones here, because we're going to wash over all this any hue. I'm trying to keep it in frame, chat. I'm trying. Just not good at it, you know. But we want to bring some blues down here to get, because these are all warm colors up here. So we'll have some cool colors down here to kind of set this base off and make it kind of frame the Ankheg itself a little more to be a focal point. Oh, my phone's going nuts. Sorry, folks. I told you I was busy tonight. I don't know how many different ways to tell you that. I'm busy hanging out here with my online friends. Leave me alone. Boundaries, people. Boundaries. Had this dude call me for work at like 9:30 at night the other night, and I'm like, really, buddy? I'm not an on-call person. Don't you think that's a little much? There was a spider on my frickin' camera right in my face. So if you guys see me freaking out, it's because a spider's trying to eat my face. That's all. No biggie. Oh, Warper. He's fun. Okay, so we're gonna have a bit of fun with this. I'm gonna get a bit of blue in here, this ashen blue. I'm not gonna make it blue, but I wanna just put a little bit of a tint of blue into this sky gray and pick out some more rocks. Just to, you know, give it a little color. So it's still that sky gray, but it's got a little hint of blue in it. Not as much as a hint as I wanted, so a little more. That's better. So we're just going for tabletop quality here, but a good tabletop quality. I mean, we could do this a lot faster and a lot less steps for tabletop, I guess. But, you know, we're not trying to win any golden demons here. I'm not capable of golden demons. This isn't actually a score. This is, what's this dude's name? He's a composer, Adrian von Ziegler, and he puts out free background music for like D&D and stuff. Makes really nice music. I like it. And he allows people to use it on streams and YouTube, and really cool of him. He has quite a bit of stuff, and he's really good. Young guy too. Kind of freaky how good he is at this. I mean, he can't be 30 years old, if that. So yeah, I'm liking that color. Just kind of get some coolness down there in the bottom. Now, I'm not worried about making these really solid colors down here, because A, it's just the base, and B, I'm gonna wash over all this, black wash, and kind of tie it, mute it all down and tie it together anyway. So getting a really smooth base on these rocks isn't that important. I do, however, want this blue to kind of show through, so I want to brighten it up a bit. I hate when that Seamoth gets destroyed. It's such a pain to build. So I think it's decent, right, chat? I think I want to do a little more rock picking out. So I want to go a little bit different color. We're going to go back into the browns a little bit, I think. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. So I'm going to use this Vallejo model color English uniform because it's kind of a grayish green kind of color. It's pretty muted, but I think it'll kind of help tie these cold colors back up. And I'll put a little bit of gray in it because I don't want it real green or real brown, but yeah, prawn's a little tough to get. Yeah, some of that stuff is really tough to build. Just takes for frickin' ever to get all the components you need. And then, you know, like 5 minutes later, something destroys it. And makes you want to, you know, throw your computer through a window. I'm gonna get this one over here, and then I think I'm done with picking out the rocks. I think. I don't know, chat. It seems like this sediment at the bottom needs to be some other color. Doesn't it seem that way? Does it seem that way to you, chat? I think I should just make that like dirt, right? Let's just make that some dirt. Like basic dirt. Nice dark brown. That works, right, chat? Works for me. The other thing I could do is just, you know, completely overthink this whole base and make it take way longer than it needs to, and how about that? How about I do that, chat? That's always fun, right? Yeah, I think this is going to be better. So it'll separate the dark gray rocks from this ground. So this is a bit of a weird mix of colors down here, but because this is kind of a reddish brown, and it's going down here with these cool colors, but I think it'll work okay. It'll be fine, chat, right? It's fine, chat. Yeah, I like that better. Brings it alive a little more. Makes the base a little more interesting. Faux show. What do you think, chat? Right decision? I think so. I think so, chat. Yeah, he's looking decent. All right. So now, let's get this stuff up out of the way. Oops. Sorry. Then we are going to... Well, that was special. this all the way back there. All right, so we're going to black wash this base. Is it good, chat? What should I do to it? What needs to be improved here, chat? I mean, the base is still being worked on, but I'm basically calling the rest of it pretty done. Because, again, tabletop quality, but I'm always happy to take suggestions on what areas could be improved and what I could do better. Because I'm still learning. I'm a noob. You know I'm a noob. Right in the name. And listen, next week we're going to get back to some terrain building. Been missing the terrain building. And I think what I'm going to start experimenting with is doing like beach stuff and sand. I've been itching to kind of experiment with doing some sand things and trying out some new sand. And I don't mean like, you know, get some sand. I'm trying to make like scale sand and see how that turns out. Find a way to make, you know, because sand at that scale is pebbles. So what I want to do is get find something that's going to make good sand at that scale. You know what I'm trying to say, chat? I'm probably not making any sense. I usually don't make any sense. It's fine. It's fine, chat. All right. So we're just going to black wash this whole thing. We're not going to be terribly careful. I mean, I'm trying to keep it just on the base, on the stones and stuff, and ground. But it's just slopping this one on. Don't need to be terribly controlled with this. Except around here. I don't want to black wash his back. Know what I'm saying, chat? Of course you know what I'm saying, chat. You always know what I'm saying. Alright, so just getting rid of some pools here. I don't want too many pools at the top. So, of course we have to let that dry, and then we'll do a little more highlighting with the stones. So we're going to let that wash dry. In the meantime, we are going to go back to this dude. Start dressing him up a little bit. So first thing I want to do is get them eyes going. We're gonna go red eyes, of course. So I've just got this fresh blood Reaper Master Series fresh blood paint. I'm just gonna dab this right in his eyes, because I want red eyes for this guy, because you know he's my guy. I'll do what I want. I'm not going to water this down other than what the wet palette gives me, because I don't want it flowing everywhere. Man, that immediately helps. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with the edging on his robe here to make him interesting. He's got a lot of nice detail in there. I don't know if I want to go gold with it. Maybe silver. I think silver might look better. You think, chat? Because he's mostly purplish. I think that'd blend in pretty good. Yeah, we'll go silver with that. I think. I don't know, maybe we could do a different metallic. Need to touch up some black here first of all. Don't worry, we're not going to be working on him a lot. We just got a little bit to do here, and while we're waiting on the other dude to dry a bit. Trying to take a little more time with this dude. So this is going to be silver, so we need to base it with black. Try to really deepen those shadows back there in the back. So black highlighting is a thing that I'm trying to work on too with him. That's why I went black. Well, one of the reasons that I went black with him is because I want to get better at my black highlighting. You'll notice the robes I did a little purple because I wanted them to be kind of a really dark purple, not actually black. So I highlighted them up with a little dark purple. But anywho, you know, my life story and all, whatever. I know, whatever, chat. I think if I'm gonna do you can see all the detail this has in it. Well, I think you can see it. But I'm thinking I might... Man, if I go to pick all those out, it's going to take forever, but it might be really worth it. That could be really cool. Alright, so this needs a little bit more base coat, though, so... Where's my... I'm using this Reaper Series Deep Red, and we'll highlight up from there. It's just a really dark red. But we need to make it a bit thin because we don't want to cover up any of this detail. We don't want to obscure any of that, so... This is a dude I've been working on for a while. I haven't really had a good plan for what to do with his cloak here to make it look different and cool. But I think I'm going to put some metallics in there. What I may do is try to put some tinted metallics in, because that's something I've been wanting to try. So have like the red robes and then like a maybe a green tinted silver as a highlight, as kind of the accent for the robes. I think that would be pretty cool. What do you think, chat? I think what I may end up doing is kind of dry brushing this detail in here up to a brighter red. And then the edging, do it in like a green metallic, or green tinted silver. I think that would be fairly cool. We'll do that. That sounds like a plan. Does it sound like a plan, chat? So chat, is this kind of AMR-ish? ASMR-ish? I don't know. I don't even really know what that is. I mean, I know it's some kind of sensory thing, and people fall asleep to it, but you know what? I don't know. I don't even know, chat. But it's fine. I don't need to know. I mean, you can tell me if you want. That's a good base coat for him. I think he's got a little boot sticking out there. I think I'm gonna go kind of gray with that instead of leatherish. So just base coat it with this shadowed stone. I'm making a bit of a mess of my palette tonight, but it's fine, chat. I don't know if I'm going to leave these gray, but I just want to separate the color here a little bit and get rid of that white. Clean up these edges. Get something on it. Know what I'm saying, chat? Even if it's just temporary. And that's fine. So you can kind of see on here, excuse me, kind of see on here what I was talking about with the sand earlier. See, the sand at this scale doesn't look like sand at this scale. It looks more like pebbles and rocks. So I need to find something, and I think I've got some things I'm going to experiment with next week, but we're going to work on, I think, trying to find a good thing for sand at this scale. It's going to work well for, you know, doing beach scenes and stuff like that. I don't know, just something I've been wanting to do. So I'm going to do it. Because I can. So there. How are we doing with the drying here? Almost there. Getting close. We can finish this dude up and have a party. Woo! Alright. Okay, homeboy. Let's start picking out some of this. What color do I want to do that with? This staff here. I want to just pick out all these little details. Get that thing to stop moving for you. But I kind of want to figure out, yeah, I think this would be a good contrast color, this ochre brown. It's going to take a long time to do this, but we're going to do it, chat. I'm committed. I don't want to water this down too much either, because we do not want this stuff flowing everywhere. Yeah, I ain't gonna complete this one in one sitting, chat, because my back is gonna give out long before I get done with all these little tiny things. I think my brain might give out too, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna look really cool, chat, I promise. Is that a good contrast color? See how this looks from... Come on, glasses, cooperate. Yeah, that'll look pretty good. If we do all these little things in that color, that'll be pretty special. Pretty max, huh? Alright, we'll do a bit more before I switch back over to the Ankheg and get him all furnished up. So I could dry brush this stuff, but I think this is going to give me ultimately a better result and more detail. Certainly going to take a lot longer, but I'm okay with that, chat. So our stupid power went out here last night at like 10 o'clock and didn't come back on until about 4:30 this morning. And I don't know if y'all have ever tried to sleep in Florida heat and humidity without any air conditioning or fans or any kind of air movement, but it is stifling. So I did not sleep worth a crap last night. It's pretty horrific. So I'm probably going to be sacking out not long after I finish this stream up, because that was brutal. I was pretty much awake until like after 4:30. Finally got to fall asleep because the power came back on. We could turn the fan on in our room, get some air moving. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty good. That'll look neat. I like it, chat. It's not your normal thing, but I likes it. Alright, Mr. Ankheg, I think you're probably about ready to put finishing touches on here. To move you for a minute, sir. You're going to stay for another time. Alright, so we're going to go back to our blue here. Do a bit of highlighting. Okay. I think that's all the bluish ones. So we'll get back to this brownish gunk. Highlight those up a bit. Very wet. I don't want a very wet. Some pretty stark highlights down here because stones, we want them to look a little more angular. A little edgy. I'm gonna have to get that sky gray out again because I mixed it all in like a dummy. It's fine, chat. A little wetter than that. That wasn't good. That wasn't a good one, chat. Don't worry, we'll fix it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, chat. We're gonna need a little darker gray. Need a color step in between that. It was a little too light. That smells better. See, like that. Like. You can do it. There we go. Tone these down a bit. There's a little bit too big of a color step. But that's okay. This will fix it. It'll fix it, chat. Why do you worry so much, chat? So, what I'm wondering is, do I need to go further with the highlights on there? I don't really want it too bright down there because I don't want that to be the focus. Right? Right, chat? I think I'm right. What do you think, chat? Am I right? So, okay. What I do want to do, let's get my dry brush out here. Crappy old dry brush. Never use a good brush for a dry brush. Only old retired brushes or cheap ones. I like flat ones that have a little bit stiffer bristle myself. But, you know, you do you. Alright, so I'm going to go a little lighter brown on this dirt to just kind of highlight it a bit. I'm just going to dry brush some of the well, that's cool. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. Look, chat. Not winning any golden demons with this. But you know what? It's fine. It's just for my tabletop. It's just for me to enjoy, me and my friends. And you know what? It's, I mean, probably way more time than somebody should spend on tabletop quality, but I enjoy it. So, you know, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will certainly love to hear creative feedback from you, ways I can improve, areas that could have been better, things that I could try on this that would make it more interesting, places where I kind of failed to hit the mark, or, you know, if the colors look kind of weird or something. Hey, I'm trying to learn, so, you know, let me know. If you got suggestions, love to hear them. If you enjoyed that, please give us a follow or a like or subscribe or whichever platform you're seeing this on. Just, you know, mash all the buttons, ding all the bells. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And until next time, build on.